Hey guys, this video, I'm me discussing some theories that have been going around for the Flashverse final season, aka season 9. If you guys enjoyed the video, hit the like button down below, subscribe for new notifications on, some brain discussion about the Flashverse final season, aka season 9. Quick side note before we jump into the full video here. This might be my last video 2022. I don't know yet, unless I pre-record something tonight. When you guys are seeing this, if I don't, this has been my last video of 2022. I want to thank everyone for all the support that I've gotten this year alone. Has been more support over the last 2 years of this channel. So I really do appreciate all the support, mainly from the Flash community. I mean, that's the thing that's carrying this channel right now. So thank you for the support. And again, 2023... I'm hoping 2023 will open me up for more content to be out there and more time for me to do content. I don't know, though. We'll see what happens. But hopefully it does. If it doesn't, I'm still going to be uploading hopefully at least 3 times a week. But, we have Flash Season 9 releasing in February, so hopefully that content will still be happening. And we'll be picking up the channel as we head into February. Thank you for support, like I said already, and we're going to continue with the video. So for the last few months, there have been theories going around that Cobalt Blue, assuming he's even in the season, which we're all assuming he is, because that tease at the end of Season 8 kind of connects to that. But the point is, I'm trying to bring up, is that Cobalt Blue could be connected to Red Death. Or, Red Death is the negative Speed Force avatar. Now, let me just debunk that second theory that I brought up with Red Death being the negative Speed Force avatar. First off, that has not been confirmed at all, and there has been no confirmation that the negative Speed Force avatar will be appearing early in Season 9. There has been no confirmation of it. What we do know about Red Death in The Flash is that she is Ryan Wilder, and she is from another Earth. Like, this isn't the same, and we even see Ryan Wilder as Batwoman in 905, suited up with Javicia Leslie as Red Death in 903 or something. So, this is a multiversal Ryan Wilder. Could she be connected to the Negative Speed Force? Sure. But there's no way in hell that this is the Negative Speed Force avatar. There's no way in hell. I don't see them bringing a multiversal Ryan Wilder just to say, hey, you're the new Negative Speed Force avatar. Here's your story arc. No. I do believe the new Negative Speed Force avatar is 100% Cobalt Blue, and he will be the last graphic novel of the series. At least that's what I'm hoping for. Because from what it looks like, we have 2 graphic novels and like 4 or 5 interludes, so it better be a good season. I'm already debating if it's going to be a good season, because from what I've heard from Kenneth Payton, is that Bayer and Iris are working more together this season than they have in most seasons. So, can someone please tell me why the most powerful man on the planet is somehow needing help from his powerless wife, who has 0 powers, and her only ability is to annoy the Flash community with "We are the Flash," and that line has stuck with us since Season 4. Can someone please explain to me why we need Barry to need Iris' help? You're down a guy who throws boomerangs, and probably a guy who is a gorilla. Do we really need help in that department? I don't think we do. But the point is that I would be somewhat surprised if Cobalt Blue is connected to Red Death, considering these are 2 very different characters. And the matter of the fact is that Cobalt Blue, assuming that's where they're going with this, would be the new Negative Speed Force avatar, whereas Red Death is a multiversal threat. It's not just one Earth, it's not just a Speed Force, it is everything in existence. And that's what we're dealing with. Now, I don't entirely want to think that they would be connected, I think it'd be better if they weren't. Then again, we don't know where Red Death will end up. Now, let's say Red Death somehow survives at the end of the graphic novel. Could it be connected to Cobalt Blue then? Sure. They could do a scene later on in the season when they bring him in, or whoever the hell the next universe avatar is. Again, assume it's Cobalt Blue, but whoever the hell it is, they could bring whoever the hell that is and connect it to Red Death, assuming she's alive in Iron Heights, in custody, never getting out. They could connect the two villains. But the thing is that why would you do that? There's no reason to bring Red Death in twice. I personally just want to see Red Death once. That was all I wanted, was a story arc for Red Death. I think 3 or 5 episodes is a good number, and they clearly went with, I'm assuming, 4 or 5. So I do think it's, well, we know 5 max, but we don't actually know if it's 901, 902 will start. So somewhere around there, Red Death is appearing in 901 and 902, which would mean 4 to 5 episodes of Red Death, which again, I personally don't mind. I love Red Death. I think Gervais is going to knock it out of the park. But the point I'm bringing up is that it could be connected. It just won't be in this graphic novel. It'll be in another one. But again, why? There's no reason for it. Now, if they were to do like a Speedster Final Crisis type thing, where like Barry, Wally, Jade, Nora, Bart, and by Nora I mean XS, not the Speed Force Nora, Jesse, or, you know, all these other speeches that we've met over the years come back, and then like Thawne comes back, Eobard, and is working with Eddie, who's Cobalt Blue, and working with Zoom and Savitar and Godspeed and Red Death, then fine. And maybe the rival if they really want to bring him back, which I could see that working in live action. I think it'd be pretty cool to pull off, as long as it's not like a 2-minute fight scene and then we get cut away because of CGI issues. But that's the only way they could really bring Red Death back, because there's no reason for Cobalt Blue and Red Death to work together, because Cobalt Blue is powerful enough to just take on Barry by himself. So I don't really see the need to do that. Then again, who the hell knows? I wouldn't mind seeing Red Death more than once. But the thing is that, is it really necessary to see Red Death more than once in the season? Like, we got her. What are we saying in season 5 for Flash? Was Red Death a he or her? Are we going to assume that's a her? Are we going to assume that they were setting up a Batwoman in the Arrowverse Flash season 5? Well, yeah, that was Elseworlds, wasn't it? Yeah, so it would be a her. God, we were so sexist in season 5 of Flash. We were all saying he got teased. Well, nope, it was a she. It was a she. We just never connected the dots. Anyways, so... God. I could see them two being connected. Again, it's just when, how, why, what the hell are they doing? I don't really see it being part of the NSA, which is the Negative People's Avatar. If I say NSA, I mean that. Because for whatever reason, I cannot say the 3 words. I don't know why. I always have trouble saying it, but whatever. So if I say the NSA, that's what I mean. The Negative People's Avatar. Keep that in mind. So, Red Death is 100% not the NSA. I really do believe that she isn't. I would be generally surprised if she is. Straight up for the fact that, like, is there really a point for her to be? Cobalt Blue makes more sense to be the Avatar than Red Death does. Because at least then Eddie, assuming it is Eddie, which would be kind of a bummer if he wasn't. But assuming that it is Eddie, right? What we are dealing with is just like, you know, it'd be kind of pointless if it wasn't Eddie, because then Eobard can't come back. And no matter what you guys think about Eobard Thawne, how they only bring him back for the story reasons, and they only bring Tom back because that's how they get the views, which isn't accurate at all. Anyone who says that doesn't pay attention to anything. Like, they bring back Tom Stone because he is the villain. He is the villain of the Flash. Yeah, Matt Stone is great, but Tom Stone is just like so much more scarier than Matt Stone and so much more threatening, especially season 8 Stone, which to me is more threatening than season 1 Stone. So I personally would love to see Tom Cavanaugh return as a Reverse Flash in that final graphic novel, killing off Eddie, similar to how he did with Matt Stone. And here's Eobard Thawne back in the flesh. And, you know, we get a massive fight between Barry and Thawne. Maybe at least back to the night Barry's mom was murdered. They do that whole thing. And Barry doesn't vanish. He comes back to the present. And Thawne is just stuck in the past. And season 1 unfolds. And season 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 all unfold at the present day. And season 9, I guess, at the time. Would all unfold to present day. And they could do a cool montage with it, like showing every single thing that's happened since that night. And, you know, they could go from there. That's how I would do it. Because no one's going to shut up if they don't go back to that night. But as I keep on saying, the thing is that when they go back to that night, Barry presumably vanishes because there's no mention of him returning after they time travel back to that night. And Thawne had trouble using his speed. Now, whether or not that was before or after he time traveled, it could be a matter of, you know, Barry being affected as well. Because if Thawne was affected, you would assume Barry was affected. At least in that point in time. This is different now because remember, Barry took Thawne's speed. Barry still had his speed. So that connection issue between Barry and Thawne isn't the same as it is in the comics. I'm pretty sure. Because, I mean, even in Armageddon, when Barry was going like Mach 20, which is his fastest speed, Thawne was like, what, 10, 20 times faster than Barry, pretty much? Well, probably not. Because he couldn't catch him. He almost did catch him, though, right? In Armageddon. So he wasn't like extraordinarily faster than Barry, but he was definitely faster. It's just Barry was pushing himself more and more and more and more and more so he could, you know, save the timeline in that. But clearly those two speeds are not connected at all. And if they were, Thawne's speed would have been a lot lower than if it was in Armageddon when Barry depowered himself. And also in season 6, when Barry lost his speed, it would have made somewhat... Well, no, didn't Thawne lose his speed? Right? Was it connected then? Whatever. The point is... I have to rewatch season 6 to answer that. But the point is that these two characters' speeds are obviously not connected. So, you know, we could have a Thawne that's faster than Barry that's faster than Thawne. It wouldn't really matter. I don't even know how we started this conversation. My point is that, and the main purpose of the video, Red Death is not the next viewer's Avatar. We've known that for months. If you pay attention to everything, you would know that. And I genuinely do not know if it's Cobalt Blue. We're all assuming it is, because who the hell else would it be? Besides a blue crystal indicating Cobalt Blue. But I do have faith that Eric Wallace knows what he's doing and wants to make season 9 a good season like they did for season 8. I hope he knows and understands, and I hope that he continues to do a good job in season 9. Season 9, again, I'm worried about season 9. I don't know how it'll go. I hope it'll go well. But who the hell even knows? So, yeah. Thank you for watching the video. Have a good day. Have a good night. Stay safe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.